Coolest products ever. This is the NoDig landscape edging. I know you're thinking, what in the world? I'm gonna be able to create an edging without having to dig anything up? Well, yes, you absolutely are. In fact, today we have a special that we're offering for $14.95. And that's gonna be for your, I wanna say your 50 foot, okay? So this is gonna give you 50 foot of landscape edging, and you're just gonna choose what color you want. So there you can see in the actual edging color there, we have it available in brown, we have it available for you in red, and then lastly, we have it available for you in the black, and it's gonna come along with all the stakes that you need. I know you might be looking at this and saying, how in the world am I gonna use it? Such an amazing idea. It's a customer pick. The 50 foot is normally $32.95. So for $14.95, if you wanna get that professional edging look around your flowers, around, you know, a specific area of bushes where your mulch may be to keep it all in place, we're gonna go right back out to Lou Caputo, who I know is standing by. This has been, first off, best price we've ever offered, a customer favorite since we've introduced it, and really, truly genius. I mean, we're not digging, right, Lou?
No, you don't have to dig at all. All you've got to do is clear a spot and just stake these into the ground. Now, this is just a short section of it, but I want to show you something about the NoDig edging. A couple things, actually. First of all, it's incredibly flexible. So you can do circles, you can do all kinds of crazy curves you might have on your flower beds. So that's not an issue with these. Then you also notice we give you all of these feet that are on here, all these little tabs. And the reason they do so many, you don't have to use every single one. Okay, we give you like 28 of these spikes to use within the stakes, but you don't have to use all these. You can do every 3, every 4, every 5, depending on what your property's like. The reason we do this, Lynn, is because in case underground you've got roots, you've got rocks, you've got pipes, this way you won't have to stake into them. And then, of course, I mentioned that you're getting this special stakes with these as well. These stakes are actually a spired design, and what I mean by that is they look like they're a little corkscrew that fits into the ground. The reason for that is for our friends that live up north, when the ground freezes, you get this, this phenomenon called ground heave, where it tries to push things out of the ground. These will not get pushed out of the ground. These are gonna stay tight. But let me show you the installation and how these actually work. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is this. If you look at the grass I've got in front of me here, it's a little sloppy looking. We got our mulch out here, and we got, you know, this line kind of curve that we got going on our grass, but you can't see it, it's not defined. Watch what I'm gonna do. First thing you're gonna do to do an installation is you're just gonna pull back the ground cover. You know, use your hands with gloves on them, use a, you know, a rake or whatever you got handy, just like this. Doesn't matter if it's rock, lava rock, or if it's mulch like I've got here. Then you're gonna take a piece of the NoDig edging. Remember, you're getting 50 feet, but you can cut it to any size. So I've already measured this, and I've pre-cut a piece that's gonna go in here. Now, this piece fits in here perfectly. Now, the last step I have to do is I just have to push in the stakes. Now, you can use a mallet if you want to. It just so happens that this is pretty soft, so I can put these in pretty easily. But you can see the way I've installed all these. Now, watch this. Here's the magic. I'm gonna push the ground cover back, okay? And these walls on this are 1 3/4 inches tall. So they're gonna hold back your mulch, your rocks, you know, your pebbles, whatever it is that you've got in here, just like this, prevent it from floating away. But Lynn, I want you to just look how clean, how defined, how good does this look? And this is all 100% recycled plastic, but it will stand up, even though it's flexible, to your string trimmers, your edgers, anything like that. I mean, this stuff is, I'm done. I mean, that was the job right there. I'm ready for that cold drink now.
Exactly, so smart. And you know, we're putting on the bottom, Lou, just so everybody knows, it's 50 feet of what you're receiving. And you can do those really cool shapes like Lou was just showing you because of the flexibility. And where do you put the stakes? There's even, you'll see right here, on each one, you'll see where enough stakes for each, you know, for the 50 feet, where you're just gonna go ahead and throw them right in. I was reading some of the reviews on this, and people were saying this is the most genius idea. I can't get over how simple, how easy, how durable, and how ultimately beautiful this has made my landscaping, whether it be a flower bed or outside in different areas where you want to just, you know, do your mulching and trim it off and have it. It just gives it that landscaping, professional, Lou, landscaping look. And it's, you can keep this up year round, right? I mean, once it's up,
absolutely can.
You're good.
You know, you absolutely can. And here's the other thing too, when you talk about ease of working with this, you know, mine and my grass, I could step on it with my foot. You know, if you have to, you can always use just a regular mallet to drive these in. But when it comes to trimming it to size, remember you're getting 50 feet. You're not going to use the whole 50 feet at one time. Just take a pair of garden shears, just like, you know, even like the ones that Lorna just had a few minutes ago. Just take those and pick the spot where you want to cut and just cut it like that. Boom. That's how easy it is to do. Now, the other thing you're getting in this kit, which is really kind of neat, is you're getting 4 of these connectors. Now, the connectors that come with this are made to join 2 pieces together. Now, when would you use that? Well, you know, if you've got 2 like scrap pieces you want to put together, or if you're doing a circle, you take the 2 ends of the circles, you put them through there, and then you take your stakes, and they're going to go through and they're going to join the 2 pieces together. So that's how you're going to use these connectors. You are getting 4 of these. So, you know, Lynn, at the end of the day, the sky is the limit with this. I mean, you can use this to make fire pits. You can use this around your mailbox, your trees, planting beds that you've got. Watch how fast he can put this in. And again, all he did was move the ground cover back, and then he just starts driving these stakes into the ground. And they're actually really strong and really easy to put in. You pull your ground cover back, and now you've got this beautiful manicured lawn. And that's what I was just showing you, how easy it is to cut. Now, here's the interesting thing about some of the ground covers, though. Like, for instance, if you use mulch as your ground cover, guess what? When it rains, that stuff just wants to float away. It's wood. It wants to go away. So you're going to have to keep buying it over and over again. Not when you use the NoDig edging on there. It's actually going to save all that ground cover for you. You're not going to have that problem. And it's just, you know, it's easy and it's simple. Now, here's an example of another product that's out there on the market. And I just want to show you this because a lot of people gravitate towards something like this because, like, oh, that looks really cool. Here's the thing. It has 3 stakes in the bottom of it to put this in the ground. If there's a rock, a root, or a pipe underneath any of those spots, you're done. You can't use this. You can't cut this because these pieces are all joined to one big piece behind it here. And it's wood, Lynn. The thing I've learned about wood outside, bad. Unless it's a live tree, it's bad. It's going to rot. It's going to turn green, you know. The NoDig, 100% recycled plastic, nothing is going to happen to this. It's going to look good for years to come.
Oh, and people are ordering more than one at the sale price. I'm not surprised, Lou. I mean, it really, you could get 100 feet right now for basically less than what we normally offer for the 50 feet. Only decision you need to make is what color do you want to choose. So we have either the brown, we have it available in red, and then we also have it available for you in the black. So it'll come along with the 4 connectors that Lou was just mentioning. That's great if you're going to be doing, you know, a circle that you can connect it together. And then all of your stakes that you need. They even thought about all the different climates, which I love, Lou, whether you're up north or in the south or in a dry area. These are going to work for you because of the way it has that corkscrew design on it. And if it, you know, that's not going to keep it from popping up and this becoming loose. So if you have a minute, go to .com because at this point, we are very, very busy, needless to say, and take advantage of reading some of the reviews because they're fantastic. And while you're there, you can go ahead and easily place your order. Yes, you can still take advantage of the 4 flex payments, which I think, I don't even know what it is, under $4, Lou, and free shipping and handling. So why not?
Well, and if you watch how fast he did that installation, granted, it was sped up, okay? We're not trying to say it wasn't, but it was so easy to do. I was there when we shot that. It took him like 15 minutes to do the entire front yard of the house. It was crazy how fast you can put this stuff down. And it's because you don't have to do any work ahead of time. There's no prep work other than pulling back your mulch or whatever your ground cover is. You don't have to dig any trenches. You know, there's no you know, heavy lifting or anything like that. This stuff is very lightweight. It's very flexible. But like I said, this is incredibly strong so that when you're using that string trimmer, your edger, you don't have to worry about it. I've got other pieces that I've worked with before, Lynn, that were long, straight pieces that couldn't do curves. So every time I wanted to do curve, there's like these weird jags because you have to cut them. And not just cut them, like with ours, I can use, if I want to, a pair of regular clippers. With other products, I've had to use hacksaws to get through them. And it's a lot of work and it never looks good. And it's, quite frankly, it's frustrating. It's the kind of thing you put off till the fall. Yeah. When you get the NoDig edging right away, I don't care how hot it is outside, run out there, put it out there, boom. It's easy, easy work to do. Anybody can do this and have professional looking results as soon as you put it in there. I mean, look at this.
I love it. And
you can't do that with
and today, during this amazing garden sale for 24 hours, this is 50% off of our original HSN price. 4 flex payments on everything. This particular special is available with free shipping and handling, which is nice because you're getting, again, this is 50 feet here, but that complete flexibility that you can just simply cut. In fact, speaking of simply cut, from Sunjoe, coming up a little bit later, later on. We have the easiest pruners ever. You could easily use those in electric. Boom, you just go right through it in a matter of seconds. But this is what they do, Lou. If you come in and you hire a landscaper and say, hey, I want flower beds over here. I want you to go ahead and put some mulch down around this area. I want it set apart. This is what they're gonna say. The first thing I'm gonna recommend is, well, you need some edging, right?
No. Thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can say, well, yeah, okay, you can do that. Here's my edging. You can go ahead and provide it for them instead of the crazy amount that it would be otherwise if they were going to purchase it separately. And like you said, virtually indestructible. So whether it's a weed whacker or a lawnmower or whatever, you just happen to, step on it, or the weather is just, yucky, you don't have to worry about this, tarnishing or chipping on you. Or to your point, you were saying, Lou, the different wood ones out there, they look great. Maybe for the first season or for the first, storm comes, and then you start seeing the mold and the green and all that, slippery stuff going on. It's not going to happen here with the NoDig, with our NoDig Easy Landscaping.
No, it's not going to happen with this. I've had some that we've had now for about 2 years outside, and it looks spectacular. I did, before one of my shows last year, I did the whole area around my hot tub in about 10 minutes.
Wow.
I mean, and it's a weird shape with stairs and the whole thing. Really, really simple to do. I cannot recommend this enough to anybody out there. If you want to have that clean look, you got to get it.
Absolutely, especially today. I can't stress that. 1,600 have now been selected. And mention this is 50 feet that you're receiving. Lou, always a pleasure, my friend. Thank you so much.
Good to see you, Melanie. You're welcome. Take care.
You bet, you too. And we'll see you throughout the day. I know that for sure. Okay, want to mention at the very top of the hour, boy, did we have a fantastic special. In fact, the best price we've ever done for the Bell